It's hard for students to avoid credit cards, especially freshman, sophomore year when they're getting into campus. Do you guys have any tips for being
avoid
smart
it
about
in
that?
what way? You can't avoid the people, like the vultures, hanging out around campus, off, but you absolutely can avoid it not getting one. It's easy. Say no. Do not get a credit card. I mean, like,
or
literally, that's
in addition
that's
to whatever card you have, because I think it can be good to build up credit on one card. What I think is dangerous is when you get these rewards things, like you're shopping at J. Crew. Say, oh, you're about to spend $600. If you just buy the J. Crew card now,
that's a
you'll
terrible.
get 20% off.
That's
But
a terrible
no.
idea. Period.
Yeah.
Right. Anytime you're at a store and they're like, "Oh, do you want to open like the Macy's card?" No, you don't.
But it's very understandable why people fall for that, because especially if you're making like a big purchase, maybe it's the back to school shopping. I remember I used to just go to like J. Crew and buy everything there. Times have changed because J. Crew is still around, but people are not going to J. Crew. Sorry, but you would go to one store and kind of buy a ton of stuff because you're saying this is stuff I need for school, and then they say, oh, since you're spending a lot of money, get this credit card. It's very tempting.
No, because you can't use it anywhere else.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
A store credit card can only be used in the store. It's a terrible idea. But in terms of credit cards in general, to Dan's point about building credit, I actually somewhat disagree. You're already building credit by fact of you having a student loan. Just going to college and having a student loan. If you have a loan, but most kids when they go to college, a lot of them do have a student loan. Or they're on a loan that their parents have taken out. I mean, that already is building credit. And it's much better credit to accrue, like a mortgage, for example. Like, not all debt is bad debt, so to speak. And so a student loan is not necessarily bad debt. A mortgage, for example, is not bad debt. Credit card, however, bad debt, bad debt, bad debt. And right now, credit card interest rates are the highest. Yeah.
That's why I have a slightly differing point of view where I think getting a credit card can be really great, but I would only put on your phone bill every month and just pay that down. If you're really somebody whose intention is to build credit, then I think you put on one small charge every month and pay that down. I don't think you go to the student union and buy a whole bunch of stuff and pput your books on it and do all that. Like, that's crazy. But I do understand. That's what I did personally, and I have had that line of credit open since I was a freshman, and it's my oldest line of credit.
Yeah, and I would just argue having a card, or whenever it is you get your first card, it's kind of a good being thrown in the deep end of the pool learning experience, because just doing your homework, learning to pay that payment, make sure you pay it. I mean, anything that we're going to talk about today, the same kind of lesson applies, which is just do your homework, pay things on time, know when payments are due, know exactly how much is owed, see how much you can budget out, etc. Yeah.